Students, we were doing lesson number 3, synthetic fibers and plastic, and up to now we have completed all the fabrics and we have started plastic, and I have explained you two type of plastics were there: thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Thermoplastics are the plastics which are formed when the monomers are linked in a straight chain, isn't it? And thermosetting plastics are the plastics which are formed when these monomers are cross linked. Okay, an example also we have done. Thermosetting plastic examples are bakelite and melamine. Bakelite is used in electrical switches and utensils of handles of utensils, whereas melamine is the plastic which is used for making unbreakable crockery as well as floor tile. And thermoplastic, I have explained you that your plastic bottles, chairs, toys are made up of this type of thermoplastic. Okay, like PVC, this electrical pipes which are used for by making PVC pipe. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Okay, now we will do the properties of plastic. Yes, first property of plastic is they are non-reactive. Non-reactive means they don't react with the food items whenever they are used for packaging or storing. Okay, then they are insoluble in water. Plastic are lightweight and they are not soluble in water. For example, we are having mug, buckets, bottles, etc. made up of plastics and which are lightweight also and insoluble in water. The third property of plastic is they are durable. Durable means they can be used for many purposes and have a long lasting age which can be used for a long period of time. Highly inflammable means the plastics will are very highly inflammable. They will not catch fire as soon since they are poor conductor of heat. They are poor conductor of electricity also. Therefore they are used to make the switches and many electric appliances, and they are poor conductor of heat, so they are used for making the handles of cooking utensils. Okay, you know that whenever we start cooking, the utensils get heated up. To make them more comfortable, to change their places, we require handles, isn't it? And these handles are made up of this plastic only, since they are poor conductor of heat and do not allow heat to pass through them. Then come to the uses of plastic. Yes, in our life plastic has entered in every domain. In every this thing we are using plastic, isn't it? In healthcare center, in our food industries, you can see so many things are made up of plastic. Let us start with that. Such, for example, pen, your gadgets, your car bodies, storage and packaging material, crockery, toothbrush, buckets, mug, and many more things are made up of plastic. So let us see that with the help of table that how plastic are useful for us. If we see polythene, polythene is water resistance, strong and having high density. They are used for making polybags and packaging. Then come to PVC, polyvinyl chloride, having high density and rigid, used for making pipes and water tank. Then polystyrene. Polystyrene are very elastic in nature, good insulator. Insulator means do not allow the electricity to pass through it. So therefore they are used for making disposable glasses, packaging purpose, and building insulations also. Then polypropylene, it is flammable, having high strength, used as an insulator and in packaging goods, furniture, etc. Then come to Teflon. Teflon are naturally made for these kitchenwares, isn't it? Non-stick cookwares. They are made up of Teflon, which need not allow the cooking or the baked substance to be heated up more. Okay. Then bakelite. Bakelite we have discussed that it is made handles of utensils, isn't it? And even in electric iron also we are using bakelite. Then perspex. It is used for making window sheets and paint. PET. It is used for containers of food and liquid. Now, I think you are now familiar with many of the uses of plastic. Let us see that how plastics give impact on our environment. You know that plastics are cheap and easily available. And easily available means that every person can buy it and use it, but the plastic are non biodegradable in nature. I have explained earlier also. Non biodegradable means which cannot be degraded by our microorganisms. So once they are made up of, it is very difficult to biodegrade them, isn't it? So the waste will be generated due to this, and our environment will become heap of garbage, and many more problems will be occurred if the plastic was not decomposed by our decomposers, isn't it? So it is a big thought of concern that what should we do for avoiding plastic. Okay, if we start burning plastic, then a poisonous gas will be thrown out, isn't it? Smoke will be exposed to the atmosphere. It create air pollution. And if we burn them in under the soil, then it will uh, it does not allow the percolation of rainwater. The rainwater will not be sweep or absorbed by the soil, and it will stop the replenishment of underground water. So in every aspect, if we see that the disposable of plastic is not so much easier for us. Okay, and if plastic bag will keep our leftover food in it, then what will happen? It is consumed by the animals, and it leads to death of many animals, isn't it? So plastic dumped in, if we dump the plastic in water bodies, then also it will create a very difficult situation for aquatic organisms. Okay, if we drain them, then it will block the drainage system and sewer system, and the water start coming out, and it will start causing disease, and this disease will be related to mosquitoes and germs. Then recycling of plastic is also having limited benefits. So since it develop many toxic dyes, isn't it? So I have explained you that the plastic is not good for our environment. If we do so many things, if we dump in shiver system, if we throw it out, if we burn it under the soil, if we burn it in the atmosphere, then at every aspect the plastic is creating trouble for we people, isn't it? So we have some primitive measures also, that plastic is a necessary evil. What it means? That it is necessary for us also, and it is not good for our environment also. Once if it is created, and it is very much difficult to again to degrade it, isn't it? So what precautions we should take? We should, whenever or wherever it is possible, not to use plastic items. So we should discourage the use of plastic and carry eco-friendly carry bags which are made up of cloth and can be made up of paper instead of plastic bag, isn't it? Then maximum use of repeated maximum use of plastic should be there. We should not use the plastic and throw it out. If once we have taken the polythene or the poly bag, so we have to use it maximum time, so that it is better to, before throwing, we are using maximum time and we are avoiding the next making of plastic, isn't it? Then these empty bottles of plastic and containers should be used for growing indoor plants, isn't it? We can fill a soil in it and we can make it as a decorative piece and plant many plants in it, isn't it? Then plastic waste should be disposed properly and not throw on the roadside or any sewage system. If we throw them on the roadside or any sewage, it will block the sewage, and it if it is thrown on the roadside, then also it will create trouble for us only, and it can be eaten by any animal, and which can create a toxic in their stomachs, isn't it? So what we should create, we should have different beans. Beans means one bean should have kitchen waste, and another one bean should have kitchen waste biodegradable substance in it, and other bean should have non biodegradable substance, and we have to segregate them and then throw it out. Okay, and follow strictly 5 R's. What are 5 R's? Reduce, reuse, recover, recycle, and refuse. These are the 5 R's which minimize the plastic waste and lower the environmental threat posed by it. So I think all the concept of disadvantages of plastic and impact of plastic on our environment and what are the preventive measures taken by us is clear to you all. Here, with the help of this diagram also, we have explained you that what will be the impact of plastic on our health as well as environment. So I think the whole chapter is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you may ask me. Okay, till then, thank you. Have a nice day.